Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to Tourist Bus Simulator. We are in a beta branch. Update 7 is now in beta and introduces a lot of performance improvements, so much so that I'm feeling confident now that we can record again at 60 frames. If you remember from the previous episodes, we increased the resolution to 1440 but had to lower my frames to 30 to sustain a more consistent frame rate. Now you can see the frame rate is still in the 60 range, goes down to around 40 but much better than before. So we can record in 60 FPS again if you look at your video settings. Anyway, we'll monitor it. But the big thing for today is this piece of beauty right here. This is the W906. And I haven't tested it yet, but we will go and test drive it together. Right from the get-go, very nice sounds there. The modeling looks pretty exquisite as well, and I do like the level of detail, the attention to detail that they put in with all these stickers and the different minor details you put in here. Looks like a proper bus and looks like it's perfect for tourist bus sim. Now this is going to be a separate DLC that they will be releasing in the next couple of weeks. And this is something that will be, I think it's going to cost $7.99 USD or 7.95 euros depending on where you are. Let's close the doors there. But let's go and test how it sounds, how it looks, how it feels and all that stuff. Oh, the problem is the controls haven't been set yet. Okay, one sec. That should be okay. Alright, I think it's set now. Ooh, I like that. The fuel level rises gradually as you turn on the electronics. Let's try that again. That one. Minor details, but greatly appreciated. That typical steering wheel shake, really like that when you start the engine. Very powerful Windows sound effects. Very clicky indicators, I like. The horn. Very audible. Very large GPS here. You don't need the overlay at all. That one I love. That one we don't give enough attention to usually. So let's hear how the idle sounds. The engine sounds like. I do love that the revs climb higher than normal. And the engine, the RPMs are a bit more defined. Not very powerful though. There is the right amount of muffling in there. But I think the engine sounds by default are very weak. Let me just increase the volume a bit. Ah, yes, I remember turning them down for the... What was that bus that we were using? Yeah, this one. The BB40? I can't remember, but yes, the other coach, the small one. There we go. That's much more audible. Just the right amount here. Alright, off we go. So for today, I'm not sure if we can actually have any time to do a trip, but I think what we'll do, I got a text, someone needs help over here, I think. So that's what we'll be doing. We'll be helping a fellow bus driver in need. We'll be doing a kind of test drive with this. What is that? Have a look. So this is for the lights. That's fine. This is... okay, this is where all the stuff are. Toggle destination, Wi-Fi, announcement, which is not applicable for this. I think they'll also release this for Fernbus later on, but this is the first one where they release it. Oh, there are actually window shades. That's cool. Very loud. AC on. Thank you. That's what we like. Is there something we can click aside from that? I think we only turn it on and... this one. Cold or hot. I guess somewhere in the middle would be fine. Alright, that looks good. Alright, I think we are good to go there. Other screens. This is the back. Nope. Alright, let's go and drive off. Whoa, very shaky. Let's try and not scratch that right off the bat. Let me read off some of the updates I've seen from this beta. This is beta 7, version 1.7 now. And I think this will be released together with this DLC. The main thing here are performance improvements, so you can see from the frame rate. My system is still having a bit of a hard time, but at least we are above 30 now. We are at 40 at this busy junction. So I'm hoping... but yeah, the stutters are much less, I think. And sometimes we even hit 60. Sometimes we get lucky with that. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. Yeah, this particular bus right here, this W906, does anyone know what original brand this is? I think they didn't have time to do the license thing, so they opted not to request for an official license. But I'm guessing this is... there is a real life bus that this stands for. So let me know if you are familiar what brand that is. Is it a Mercedes-Benz or a something? You let me know. As always, I am clueless about these things. I just drive along. But yeah, update 7. Performance improvements are at the top of the list. And there are also corrections to the course of the road north of Puerto del Rosario. Okay, so some GPS corrections looks like. Let's go and exit through here. I do like how the mirrors are placed. They are quite easy to look at. This is just like an overgrown car, like a van, basically. But yeah, frame rate is pretty okay. Much better than before. Less stuttering so far. But we'll see how that goes as we drive along. And they fixed the high-res screenshot now. If you remember, they implemented the photo mode, my most absolute favorite feature in the game. You can press the home key and then you can take a photo with that. And but if you choose the high-resolution screenshot, they had a bug before where it would only allow you to take one photo. Well, it would allow you to take multiple photos, but it will only ever save one. The others will be overwritten, which is a shame. But now it seems like they fixed that, so thank you, devs. And by the way, thank you for providing me an advanced copy of this one. Huge thanks to the team, so that I can show you guys in advance and you can decide for yourselves if you are interested in purchasing it or not. I know there are a couple of tourist bus sim fans there who enjoy this game and love driving these little buses, so this might be your cup of tea. I do like how the blinker sounds. Very distinct. I love a nice blinker. They fixed some graphical bugs They are doing some preps for this new DLC, the W906. Steering errors when exiting photo mode. I believe we've encountered one of those before. And they say added buttons in the main menu that open the TML forum or TML support in the web browser. That's good. So if you encounter any bugs, guys, you can immediately get support from there. Just go to the main menu of the game and those should be much more accessible now. You don't have to Google and scour through their different channels. You can access it from there. Here we are. Oh, this is beautiful. Love the lighting. I think they said something about this version has a, like this is the new Unreal Engine version or something along those lines, which makes like the save games incompatible with the old one. Like if you go to this version, you can go back to the old version, but your save game will carry through, so no problem with that. You don't have to start over, don't worry. We didn't. So that looks pretty cool. And yes, the frame rate does look much better, feels much smoother. Even if I'm not sticking to 60 all the time, we don't get that stuttering. That is pretty much an immersion breaker. That's the main reason I went to 30 FPS. So now I think we can record at 60 FPS again, right? Even if we're not maxing it out all the time. But yeah, the experience is seamless now. Very nice. Good job, guys. Good job, TML. Thank you for the hard work. What else? Let's see. They also fixed some graphical issues with some of the specific buses, like the BB40, the Lions Intercity, Scania Touring, and the Futura. So lots of work done. But yeah, the main thing is this new bus mod right here. I haven't actually looked at the Steam Workshop yet, although I guess there would be nothing in there yet because this DLC hasn't been officially released. So we'll probably see some reskins when this DLC is officially out now. As I mentioned earlier, this will be out. There is no actual release date. They said in the next couple of weeks this will be released. $7.99 USD, 7.95 euros. And if you see some bugs, some game-breaking bugs here as you're watching the video, let me know so I can reach out to them and let them know so they can fix it before the release. So by the time you get your hands on it, it will be perfect already. Now, one thing that I don't like is the speed. So hard to see the speed from that analog speedo, that left dial. It's hard to see what speed I'm driving at. So we'll need like the overlay just to know what our current speed is. And I dislike everything that is overlaid. I want it as immersive as possible. That's why we have the steering wheel track IR to track the head movements. That's why I removed all the side mirrors overlays. And that's why I'm happy that the GPS is there and we don't need the separate GPS overlay for it. But yeah, it looks like this one is the speed is something I have to get used to. I think I have to zoom in to know. Okay, that's 40. That third notch there is 40, 60, 80. Okay. I think I can get the hang of it eventually. The GPS here is humongous, but the speed limit sign is still minuscule. I can zoom there. I think it says 90 there. My head tracker is a bit buggy when I look down. I think it has something to do with my camera. Anyway, I'll get it sorted later. This is such a nice drive though. It's much smoother than before, and yeah, driving at 60 FPS max versus 30 is an absolute game changer. Feels so much more smooth and a much more immersive experience overall. Very nice. The engine sounds are nothing to be like, they're not very distinct. but they're not bad. Like the BB40, I would say that was a very bad engine sound. Like it just screaming at you, so much so that I had to lower the engine volume. But here, this bus actually, not too shabby. Oh, let's have a look. Wipers, humongous wipers. Very nice visibility on this bus. Lights. Yeah, looks good. I think this sim has F-mod sounds, right? I think so. 3D and something. That's why the engine sounds can be adjusted based on how the windows are opened. This is one of the recent mods that we've started to get in Truck Sim. But this sim, Tourist Bus and Fern Bus, had it ages ago. They started off on the right foot. Oh, I think that's the bus that is in trouble. Yeah, I think so. Might be. So let's probably... I'm scared now. Yeah, but, sandstorm, guys. Okay, let's maybe try and park here. Okay, it seems like it's smashed into something. Now, I haven't really done this before, so we'll have to go through it together. Close that. Alright, 0 out of 2. What does that mean? I think we have to inspect the bus here. What's wrong with it? Spring type actuator. Oh, so okay, so I think this one we're checking the parts and everything is fixed. Yeah, all those parts are okay. Yeah, this tire is good too. Everything looks good. The wheel and all the different bells and whistles. There we go. Combination brake cylinder. So how do you fix that? Do we have to like have a part there? Alternator. Okay, so we found those broken parts. How do we fix them? I have no idea. I might have to research that. So we found those 2 broken parts. Let me have a look. Okay, so I had a look around, researched a bit. Says you have to hold the left mouse button. Well, nothing's happening. I think there have been some similar problems before. Interesting. Well, I'll try it out a bit more. Maybe I'm missing something. Trying out something different. I googled around, saw a video where he was able to fix the bus just by left clicking on it. I hope this will work, but he was using this vehicle. Maybe there is a specific vehicle you have to have. Maybe this one has repair parts. I'm not sure. I have my doubts, but I am running out of ideas. So I'm hoping that it's not a bug. I'm hoping it's just I just don't know the game mechanics. But yeah, I went back to base, got this cruiser right here. But it looks like a something for emergencies, right? I don't know what it says. It says Club del Automotive General Canario. I don't have a clue what that means. But yeah, maybe it is that one. Maybe this is for repairs. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, if I'm driving there, might as well take you guys with me, just for a bit more of a driving experience. We should be pretty close to the broken down bus, I think. Shouldn't need to drive long. Thank goodness for fast travel. By the way, thank you for the comments on the previous episode. The previous episode was, I think, a few weeks back now. But I remember I was asking how to find the apartment, and yeah, it looks like it's kind of a mini game of sorts. The game will tell you if you are in the vicinity of an apartment that you can rent or can buy, and then you will have to find it on your own. And I think you guys told me that for that particular area, the apartment was, I think, right across the bus stop. So I'll have to look at that still. Man, this is so much smoother than before. Love it. Awesome work, DML. This is so much smoother. I think I'll stick with this setting. And yeah, we have maxed everything. 1440 resolution and all the maxed graphics settings. Oh, by the way, I had to take out another loan because I was trying to buy the W906 a while ago, the new bus, and it said I didn't have any space anymore for new buses. I needed more bus space, so I had to buy the garage in the center of the map. It cost 250,000, so I had to loan another 400,000 so I could have money for that and the new bus. But I think overall it will work for us as long as we continue maxing out the jobs and making sure our workers, our drivers are doing their utmost best and not slacking off. Alright, we're close to the bus. I'll see how this is. Hopefully this one works. Just trying to copy whatever I saw in the video. Alright. So we park close to this guy. Steady. Okay, let's do this again. Parking brake. Alright. So we know where these parts are already. They are over here. Ah, this time it works. Indeed, we need that vehicle. Alright, great. That is great. And then just hold the left mouse button. And we got 39,000 from that. That is something. Super useful stuff. Alright, thank you, YouTube. So for those of you who are having trouble repairing, make sure you take this vehicle with you and not just any other vehicle. At least that's how it worked for me. If that was a fluke, I'm not sure, but let me know in the comments if you tried it out and if you made it work with another vehicle. Maybe I just got unlucky, but yeah, I think this works. Alright, great. So let's go back to base and see what we can do with this. I'll probably just try to explore different jobs, different options. We'll see if we can drive more. But I'm not sure if we'll have time for a full-blown trip with this new bus. I will have more episodes in the future for sure. I do want to find a proper paint job for this, but I think that gives us a nice test drive of this bus or coach. Very nice though. Mini bus. Very fitting for this environment. Looks very versatile. Can be a shuttle service or the normal bus service because it has those stop signals. Anyway, let's have a look at the existing orders. So new orders, we have 3. There is a short trip here. Maybe we can do that. Let's take that. Yeah, fine. I can take that one. We can advance to it. Let's see whether that is scheduling. So for me, it would be that one. All right. Yeah, we can do that. Line 219 Antigua to Ahuy. That can work. So I can fast travel there maybe, or we can drive there and then fast forward time and see how the thing looks. Might be a long episode, guys. Hang on tight. So fast travel. Do I have anything nearby? Oh, I can. Nice. Because I think we have an apartment here. Lucky. But that's nice. So that gives a good incentive for those broken down buses. I used to just ignore them. I used to think they were just a pain. But my goodness, that's immense. That should be my job instead of driving around. That earns better. Alright, I don't think we need to turn that on. We can actually fast forward time to that point. Okay, what happened now? Isn't happy with the salary. No. Let's give him a raise. 1-3. Why not? Right? Let's have a look at the... Let's see if there are other events here. Okay, nothing else. Have a look at the new orders. Oh, there are a lot of them. Alright, let's go and assign these guys. Isa doesn't have much of a job in here yet. Let's go and... Yeah, you can take the BB40. And then we have this one. Isa can take that as well. Alright, and this other one... Yeah, let's assign everything to Isa. She doesn't have a lot of things to do. Assign everything to you. Perfect. Okay. That's how you earn money in this game. Just max them all out. Good. So we can work some kind of like dispatcher. Awesome. Let's have a look at the trip. Antigua. We are here already, supposedly. Let's have a look at the map. Yes, it's right over there. So we turn right here and that should be the start of the trip. Now let's make sure that we have the destination on, otherwise the people won't board our bus. I learned that the hard way. Let's make sure that the air conditioning is enabled. Where are you? Air conditioning. Wi-Fi. Passenger light. Do you need that? Not really. It's bright outside. Announcement. No need for that. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Right. Nothing else works here. Looks like. Okie dokie. Good. One on the left. Alright. So we take this junction, turn right here, and that should be the first stop. Yeah, this bus is perfect. I like this even more than the BB40 because it's more modern, but it's also very compact. It's not bulky. And I think here in Fuerteventura, the roads are not friendly for the large coaches. This is a more perfect size for this place. In Fern Bus, I think you can go with the MAN Lions coach, like the Scania Touring and all the other big coaches. But here, I think this is perfect. Alright, open the doors. Okay, looks like they are eager to ride with us. There you go.
Hola.
Hola. I like the frame rate. I don't like the jumping. I think that's a bit of a bug there.
Hi.
Well, I hope it gets fixed because I'm not really sure what's wrong with it. Let's have a look at how our passengers are driving off here. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Everybody on board. Let's close that. Let's double check our timing. I didn't really skip time to departure. So if you look at the scheduling, we should be this one. Does it have any particular time that it's saying? We can say skip time to departure. 14:51 initially, 1500. Okay, that's the proper time. And no one else is riding with us. Okay, good. There we go. Off we go, guys. We still have our passengers at the back. They look pretty happy. A bit cramped in there. Not the most spacious sight, but they can live with it. And it should be pretty comfy in terms of temperature anyway. So at least they're not feeling sticky and stuff. Looking good. Off we go. In terms of AI behavior, let's try and observe if things look better or if they are still at risk of smashing into us at random moments. We'll see. So let's go and read up a bit on what this bus has to offer, this W906. So this is available for tourist bus. As you can see, this will become available for Fern bus in the near future if you want to drive it there. It has a 5-speed automatic transmission. It's able to drive up to 155 kilometers per hour without a speed cap. That is amazing for the highways. Although you can see here in the lower left side of the windshield, it says 100 there. It's like a constant reminder to not abuse your power. So it can go to 155, but legally I guess it's only up to 100 that you should take it to. But that's perfect because I remember the BB40. I really like the size, but it's very slow. So when you get on those highways, it's very clunky. 70 here. Okay, let's slow down. 20, 40, 60, 70 is right along that notch, I think. I cannot read it, but I am basing on the notches in the speedometer dial. So it should be somewhere there, I believe. Looks like it also comes with its own retarder, because when I tap the brakes, you get that retarder icon there, which is normal. The modern buses have the retarder built in. Whenever you step on the service brakes, the retarder also turns on in a proportionate manner. There are 19 seats for passengers on this bus. Dashboard display with information on speed, gear shift, time, temperature, tank filling, and much more. The temperature I haven't seen yet. Let's go and zoom in there. 22 degrees Celsius. Okay, perfect. I wonder if that's outside or inside. I imagine that is inside. Well, normally it would say outside. Like we have a car which has a temperature reading, but it records temperature from the outside. So probably it's that one. Alright. Not clunky driving this at all. And especially for those roads which are a bit skimpy, very windy. Remember that spaghetti junction down south? Goodness, that was terrible. But yeah, now I am stepping on the gas 100%, so we can check out the performance, the maximum performance of this bus. I wonder if there's an impact on how many passengers you have and the speed. Like if the weight changes depending on the number of passengers you have. Weight and balance kind of deal. That would be cool. So you can feel if your bus is heavier when you have a full bus than if you're driving solo. Right now I don't feel a difference. Maybe that's like a work in progress thing. Right, entering the city of Pajara. So we stick to 50 kilometers per hour and try not to crash into anyone else. That's fine. Bus stop right there. Oh, I should remember to go to photo mode. For those of you who are not familiar, recently Tourist Bus Sim had a photo mode implemented. You can press home to get to it. Press H to display or hide the UI. If you want to take Steam screenshots using F12, that can work. Or it has its own capturing feature as well, so it will get saved in a different directory. Okay, that's our next stop right there. Let's have a look. Let's try that out. Good. Open the door. Let's go press home here. And that one should allow you. Oh, that's perfect. You can actually go outside the bus now. Yeah, so everything is paused and you can change everything from here. Press H to hide or show that UI user interface. And yeah, the frame rate is indefinitely much better now. Goodness, that is super smooth. That is silky smooth. I remember that was really stuttering days back. What is that? I think it's when it's a door open. But the dashboard design is very nicely done. Very crisp textures when you zoom in. All the icons seem to be implemented. Very nicely done, this bus.
Mahlzeit.
I got scared. Someone started speaking. I forgot we weren't hauling cargo. We were actually driving passengers around. Looking good. Right, off we go. I'll take care of the screenshot later. Or if we happen to pass something that is quite scenic, then we'll take a photo together. Stop. Yeah, I'm always scared to drive along with the cars here. Some of these guys are creepy on the road. Some are outright maniacs. Don't stop for anything. So it's best to drive defensively just to be on the safe side. Oi, oi, oi. He was in the right place though. I had the yield sign right before me. A yield sign. So I should really have given way for him. So that was my bad. But I didn't see that he was turning left. So not the AI's fault, more of my fault. See, sometimes I can admit it when I make a mistake. Sometimes. Highlight on sometimes. I hope there's no speed radar around, because I am enjoying just driving this bus at its maximum performance. Let me try and read the other stuff. So the dashboard display, we've seen that. Driver monitor with navigation and reversing camera. Yeah, that all works. It's pretty standard with all the buses that they have. Wipers and door control. Yep, we've tried that. Retarder and cruise control also works. Functional driver's window and sun blind. Yeah, we've also seen that. Good. Right, we are in Ahoy. And after we've done this, I think we'll do the round trip. But that should be a very short trip. That's perfect for this episode. Right after fixing that bus. Cuevas de Ahoy. Okay. Sure not to crash into anyone else. Good. Why are the passengers waiting on that side there? No, I don't think those are passengers. These, I think they're just hanging out. I love the parking brake sound. The crankiness of it. Okay, some people are going down. Good. Air conditioning and Wi-Fi, radio and driver's light, and much more. Complete lighting system for interior and exterior. Nice. And it has compatibility for custom paint jobs, which can be seen from the Steam workshop as well. Good. So everybody is going down. And on the other side, we should be having our passengers. Alright, looking good. Let's close the door. This bus is very nicely done. They've learned a lot in their past works. The sounds are better, the models are better, the immersion is better. Ah, there they are. All of them are waiting right there. And here we can see the reverse cam. Probably shouldn't have done that U-turn. But I mean, people here, I don't think they are super strict. Alright. In you go, guys. All aboard. I think they're a bit scared. Okay, someone braved it. I think they were mustering up enough courage to... Okay, I know this is the Clumsy bus. Not sure if we'll get there in one piece. Check the mirror, everybody is seated, everybody is on board. So off we go. I like these short trips. It's a perfect way to do a test drive on this. By the way, TML Studios, I think, is working on a bus simulator. So right now they have this one, Tourist Bus Simulator, is more for the tour guides, right? The tourist aspect. Shuttles, bus lines for tourists and stuff. But the one they're working on is, I'm actually very interested in, the bus simulator. So that's like the city bus, which has the panel where I could imagine you would assign, like, give tickets, or how does that work? Like in Germany, when you punch tickets and give change, like OMSI level stuff. I'm still looking for the next OMSI, to be perfectly honest, because the only thing that, so this one I would consider as a different genre, tourist bus and fern bus sim. They are more coach simulators, not much bus simulators, because they don't have that additional, that, how do you call it, that change system, the bus system, where you assign tickets and you give change, all that stuff. The closest game that I can imagine like OMSI is the bus simulator, and it's very nice, very polished, but it's a bit arcadey. Like, it's very much catered to the casual player, so it's okay, but it doesn't satisfy my simulation itch like OMSI does. OMSI is super detailed. You need a manual to know how to drive the bus. Like, it's not just turn on the engine and go. Like, all the switches work. The sounds are immensely immersive. So, but yeah, OMSI is unfortunately very unstable, very dated in terms of graphics, very crash prone. So in the end, I don't like to play it anymore. But yeah, I'm still looking for the next OMSI. So I'm really hoping that the bus can fulfill that need from me. Right, off you go, guys. Right, some people are going down. It's nice to see that these people are very civilized, very disciplined. Everybody is waiting for people to get off before they try to get on board. Have you ever encountered that? I can never understand that. Like, you know those people who ride in elevators, and they want to ride, they want to get in the elevator even before waiting for the people inside to go out? Like, that doesn't make sense at all. Why would you rush to go inside the elevator when it wouldn't be leaving until everybody gets off anyway? So might as well wait for them to get off before you get in. I don't understand it. I mean, if kids do that, I understand. They don't have that like logic yet. You just want to get in the elevator as fast as possible because it's fun or something. But if you're an adult, there's absolutely no excuse for you to do that. Yeah, I don't understand it at all. Maybe they just don't think about it well enough. But it's irritating. One of my pet peeves. So how are you guys doing in your homes? Everybody is locked up in their own homes at the moment, I think. Keep safe, guys. It's all for our betterment, for everybody's good. And right now, people can be hurting economically, physically, mentally. But this is good. At least we hurt a little bit now rather than hurt a lot later. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a nice photo, guys. I'll take you guys with me on this one. Let me show you what I mean. It's nice that they allowed to go outside the bus now from there. This is what I mean. Yeah. Field of view. Go down like so. There you go. Perfect. Let's roll that a bit. Dramatic roll like that. Yes. Exactly how I want it. And you can change the colors. Contrast. Get a bit more crisp like that. And capture. Or if you like, you can hide this and take F12 for the Steam screenshot. Either way works. And the high resolution screenshot is right here. And that should allow you to take multiple screenshots now. Let's do that. Alright. Captured. I don't think I need that for the thumbnail though. Right, there you go. And when you exit, you are right back in the cab like so. Oh yes, you can even change the time of day. That's the great thing about it. Like, so you can change the lighting, make it night, make it... Oh, that's actually a very good point. Sorry about this. But this is a good point because... And it also saves whatever you put in here. All the settings that you did a while ago, it saves them. So the change in contrast, it applies like so. Time of day, that one we can change to. So if you like it night or sunrise, sunset, cool stuff. Alright, anyway, let's get back to this one. I really love that. That is something I would like to have in every game, every eye candy game, especially like this one. Taking photos is an amazing part of the journey, and it's nice to have that the freedom in a simulator. I mean, in real life, how would you even post like that? You need a drone, and you cannot just pause the game, pause life, you know. I can feel that there's a car on my right side. Yeah, there it is. Defensive driving for the win. Good. Alright, off we go. I think this is the last stop. Yeah, episode has not gone too long. I think we have properly taken this bus for a test drive. But yeah, I'm still not familiar what company this is originally from. Licensing has always been a challenge for every company, and I can imagine why they decided to skip that part and just make it as close as possible to the real thing without violating any copyright concerns and stuff like that. It's a very understandable thing because the licensing, making it official, can introduce a lot of costs, a lot of delays, especially because these companies oftentimes don't have a dedicated person or dedicated department for these kinds of things. The gaming, the simulation world is not that grown yet, that people just shrug them off and don't pay them mind most of the time. Like, if you imagine SCS, who are the developers for the ETS2, Euro Truck Sim 2, and American Truck Sim, they always have a hard time with the licensing. I think that's the longest part of the process. That's why it takes so long for them to release a new truck. Because aside from modeling the truck, putting in realistic sounds and all the complexities those involve, the licensing is what takes so long. Coordinating with the official company, certifying it. So yeah, I don't think those companies have dedicated people for these kinds of things yet. It's not that big of an industry yet, maybe. I don't know. That's why we should grow it, guys. Grow the simulation industry so that people will not be able to ignore us anymore. And companies will be instead of the game companies, the simulation companies, reaching out to the manufacturers, the manufacturers will be the one reaching out. That's how it should be, right? I mean, this one is like free advertising, yeah. Provided, assuming that the developers do a good job in modeling the bus or the truck or the vehicle into the sim, that's free advertising right there. Well, I guess it's not free, but it's good advertising. And here we are, final step of the journey, final leg. Really like how that sliding door sounds. Perfect sound for that. Look, just like for the BB40, the BB40 was a bit like the door would open and then a few seconds later the sound would start, so it's not very synchronized. There we go, level up. Oh crap, passengers have been left at the stop. But service rating is 100%, so I'll take that. Sorry. Plus 1448 XP. Level 9, awesome. What's interesting for me is it doesn't show us how much we've earned. Like when we fix a bus, it shows us how much we earned from fixing that bus, but with this particular trip, we see the XP, but we don't see how much we earned. Is that possible to see here? I don't think so, because this one tracks all the revenue. Look at this, guys. 175k income, expenses 50k. Look at that money pouring in, right? Awesome. So we are pretty rich right now. I love it. All right, let's leave it there. Oh, one last thing I wanted to show you. There's a quick way to entering the bus, and I'm not sure if this is available in all the other buses, but if you're outside like this and if you want to get in the bus as quickly as possible, you go to the driver's side and go here and enter vehicle, and you're in here already. No need to go through the door. Less immersive, but very practical. Right, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Waiting for your comments, looking forward to them. And if you did enjoy this one, please don't forget, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, comment and share. Okay, thanks for watching, have a nice day, and clumsy bussing everyone. Catch you soon. Bye bye.